spoon into ice cream and pushing it away. So the explosive is gone because it's everywhere. But this is the scar. We call this scarring, like a scar on your cheek. And this is scarring too. So we had two different explosions here. So why do we have a star here and why do we have an irregular here? What happened? Do you know?
Yes. No.
No idea. Why? Why
There
different?
was an explosion from the center and the other from...
Okay, he says, oh, from the center?
That's from the center and the other was...
This one turns? Nope. Okay.
This one explodes on the floor and this one.
Nope. Because if it was higher, it would be a little wider. So in the air doesn't make any difference. I'll tell you why. When the German government buys hand grenades from the factory, they want as much killing as they can for as little euro as possible, right? And you see these lines here? These are what we call scoring. They're like, lines to make the metal weaker. And they want the pieces to break up evenly, equally. Because I want to kill as many people as possible and get the right amount of metal. I don't want too much, too little. I want perfect, right? So you have almost a geometrical shape, right? It's more even. Okay, this was not made in a factory. This was a pipe bomb, right? And of course a pipe bomb is meant for, a pipe is meant for water or electricity. It's not meant to be a weapon. So when it explodes, it just explodes where it's weakest. So you're going to have big pieces, little pieces, and so when you want to impress your friends next time after an explosion, right? Yeah, this was a pipe bomb. It was
What about, but you said American grenades are round.
right.
They have no scratches
It's on the inside.
on the inside.
Yeah, you don't see it on the outside, but it's on the inside.
But it's the same.
Same pattern, yeah. So that's the difference. So anyway, this is something I learned from training with the Israeli bomb squad. And of course now we know more with Baghdad and Kabul, and lots of information now about what it looks like after an explosion. But it's just something to know. It's most of you will never worry about this, but some of you this might be important information. Because now, if I see this, these are people who are getting professional weapons. These are people making weapons in their garage or in a warehouse somewhere. Okay.
This is a regular one explosion point. At this point.
Yeah, this would be like this, but a little wider.
Wider.
Right? And that's it. So now, if I wanted a hand grenade, I could get a hand grenade on the black market for about 200 euros. You can get them if you want them. You just got to know the right people. So don't think this can never happen. It could happen, any day. So if you see it, do what we did. Now, is this something I practice every single training? No. This is something you throw in every 6 months, right? Or, every 3 months, but not too often. I want to concentrate on things I'm going to do most. Hitting, knife, zigzag, getting away from a gun. I have to put most of my energy in the things that happen the most. But this can happen too, so once in a while I throw it in. Now, if I'm a Japanese karate instructor, I can also do this for my class too, or my, all my yellow belts or whatever. And they're going to love doing exercises like this, right? When I throw a grenade, adds a little more excitement to their training. So for a business, it's good for business. Or same thing with your black belts, they're getting tired of the same old stuff. And now you throw in this, and they're like, hey, this is something new. And they tell their friends, and next thing you know, more people are coming to class. Back when I started martial arts in the 70s, 80% of all martial artists were adults. Only 20% were children. It's the reverse now. 80% are children, 20% are adults, or even less now. Why have adults left or not wanting to do the martial arts anymore? 2 seconds, right? You guys know from your class. That's how, those are, luckily he survived, he's okay. And then, here was his chest. One cut. One cut across the chest with a sharp knife. Okay?
What kind of knife?
A sharp knife. I don't know. I don't know what kind, but it doesn't take much. A kitchen knife could do this to you, right? So just keep that in mind. That's why. And who was the one that did the no-lie blade? Who did I do the no-lie blade to? Is he already gone? No-lie?
No-lie.
Yeah, no-lie.
No 来是那个上面扔口红那个。
Das Messer mit dem Lippenstift.
This was you. This was you. So just keep that in mind. Now, we have some crazies too, and they, so that's why I say, yes, we have an Islamic problem, but we also have other problems too. We gotta watch every group and just make sure, as long as people are peaceful, who cares? But we gotta watch the ones who could go to violence, all right? And the very last thing before you take your 15-minute break, I had the opportunity to sit down and have lunch with a Sri Lanka terrorist. It was great because
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka. It's where is that? Off of India, right? It's an island off of India.
Silent and Sri Lanka.
And he was one of the nicest guys. I mean, I felt very comfortable with him, and we talked about all kinds of subjects, but we also talked about terrorism. And by looking at him, he would be the last person you think was a terrorist. Small guy, looked very weak, looked very humble. You would never think he's a terrorist, and yet he was one of the leaders of a terrorist group.
Tamil.
Huh? Yeah, and he actually ordered the assassination of people, and important people too. And I'm like, wow, you would never. But when he started talking about what he did, you could see the difference in his eyes. And then I realized, So these people could live with you, walk around you, and you would never know. Because most of them don't have a sign, I'm a terrorist, look at me.
But they don't see them as a terrorist, they see them as a rebellion, or as partisans
Exactly.
against the government.
Exactly, yeah. So, with the IRA, I teach in Ireland all the time. When I say, okay, imagine this is a group of Irish students, right? We're learning reality-based. And I'm in the Republic of Ireland. And when I say, can you tell me of any terrorist groups? Nobody in the class mentions anything about Ireland.
It's a special subject.
Yeah, because in my class, half are on one side, half are on the other side. No one wants to talk about it. And I was in Ireland during the worst part, and I was in IRA territory. I mean, taking pictures and everything, and they're taking pictures of me too. But but they know when I go to Ireland, I don't take sides, right? So same thing here. When I'm in this class, I'm not taking any side. I'm not saying one group is worse than the other, because
Better for you.
well, it's better for me, but it's also I've had the chance to talk with IRA people, and when you hear their story, you say, okay, I understand. Then you talk to the British side and the loyalists, and you say, okay, well, now I understand theirs.
Stay between.
Yeah, when I was in Israel, I'm having dinner and lunch with Palestinians, and when they tell me, I'm convinced. You're right. You're absolutely right. Then when I'm with the Israelis, I go, you're right too, So the truth is, it just depends on what side you are.
True lie in the middle.
So my job is you guys just keep your mind open, but also, the main thing is be aware of terrorism, because, that's the bottom line. You don't want to be a part of their war. Okay, so let's take a 15-minute break. When we get back, action.
How's that? Go, terminal. Go. Start up.
Go. Okay, stop. That's it. Good. Okay. Heads, you see arms. It's not very pretty. I had to guard a body one time for forensics. Who a guy was blown up with a bomb, cut right in half. And obviously these things are not pretty, but they happen. So this is like stage blood. We know it's not real, and we're not trying to fool ourselves. But when it happens for real life, I want the ability to say, oh, this is training. This is like training, right? So we're not trying to pretend it's real. We just want, when it happens, oh, I've seen this before in training. Now continue. Do what I have to do. My mission. Escape. Help someone get away. Escape myself. So, these are good to use once in a while. But, on my internet, I sell these, but these don't sell very well. No one buys them. Because most martial artists look at it, I don't need this stuff. Yeah, it's not, why would, they think to themselves, why would anyone use this in martial arts training? But of course, reality-based people, yeah. Man, this is what I call cheap stuff. This is the stuff that's very easy and fast to do. But you should see some of the stuff we use in California. I mean, you would look at it and think it's a real body, parts of body, because we have the Hollywood people, right?
Yeah,
that make it,
Hollywood.
yeah, and I mean, I could get stuff that you have to look at it carefully and go, man, that looks, and we add stage blood, because we want to condition military and police to go, oh, that looks horrible, but okay, I got to continue. So, use that if you can in the future. And you can buy stuff like this at Halloween, Carnival, things like that. All right. Now, let's talk about the actual attack. We had a few attacks. The very first attack, I let you do whatever you want. I just said, when they come in, you do what you want. But then, the second and third and fourth attack, I started telling you where you should go, why you should do it. Now, when I had a group of people here, and the terrorists come here, that's usually the first group that they see, right? Now, who was a terrorist and you saw the group here? Raise your hand if you saw a group here. Okay, did you guys shoot for the group?
Yes.
Yes.
One or two? Did you?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you went that way, right? Right away.
I shot the people.
Yeah, so they had a different type of movement. He decided to go right, he went. But most of the time, most of the terrorists went for this group first, right? Why? Why do they always go for the group?
Because they are
Yeah,
near.
first thing you see, and a lot of people, right? So right away you say, this is a good target. What do you think real terrorists do when they see a group?
They use their automatic.
Yeah, they go
weapon.
right for the first thing they see. Now if they saw one or two people, okay, but if they see a group, that's even better, right? So if they saw a group and one or two people, they go for the group first. Now, animals are the opposite. If there's a group of animals like zebra, and a lion is chasing them, that lion does not jump in the middle of the group, or he knows he can get hurt. A lion goes for the edge, goes for the weakest one, right? The one on the outside. Because animals are only after one, they just want the food. They just want to eat that night, so they kill the one that's the slowest or the one that's on the edge. Humans are the opposite. When humans see a group, they go for the group and leave the edge alone, right? So you have to remember that. So when I'm in an airport or I'm in a group of people, do I want to stay with the group? No. Try to stay away from groups because that's what the terrorists are going to go for. Unless you're in Japan, then they're all with their cameras and, But I stay away from groups if I can. Now sometimes you cannot. So some of these people that were here, I gave to one of them, I said, get down immediately. And most of the time it works, right? Who was the one I told to get down when you were in this group? Who did I say? And you were shot in the leg, right? But he survived, right? Because, and whoever was shooting at these people, when you see someone go down, what do you think?
Hit him there.
Yeah, you think I hit him, so he's done. In reality, he's playing dead, but you don't know. Because you see other people go down, so you don't come up and check. You go, did I really hit him? No, because there's too many other people occupying your mind. So if I am in a group, boom, 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 I go down and I play dead. And most of the time I can live. Because they're not going to come back and shoot me when there's... Well, if I'm in the airport right now, How many other people are out here?
100.
Hundreds, right? So why are they going to worry about me? They're not. They're not after Jim Wagner. They're after as many people as they can go. All right. Now, when you are a terrorist and you see someone running away, what is your instinct?
Got him.
Chase instinct. Did any of you terrorists see someone running? Anyone see a group running?
Yeah,
One or two? Does it bother you when they're trying to get away?
No, if I have a target, I'm with this target.
Right.
If it's finished, it's okay, and I can chase them.
Yeah, so that's it. So if they're not occupied at that moment, they go after anything moving, right? Because it's catching their attention, right? So if I'm shooting a bunch of targets and I'm done, and now I see someone moving, that's when my chased instinct. But many times when the action is happening, they can't, because we have lots of running, but sometimes they don't see it. Why? Tunnel vision. Right? If I'm looking at him to shoot, but there's lots of things here, I don't even pay attention to it because tunnel vision. Do terrorists get tunnel vision?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, all the time. Did you guys get tunnel vision? Yeah, in fact,
Yeah.
you told me before you were doing your attack, you go, I'm very nervous.
Yeah.
Right? Why?
I always stand on the justice side.
Boy, he's going to have all kinds of psychological problems when he goes home, isn't he? We've given him so much trauma. All right. But it's true. The terrorists, they're afraid too, or they're excited, or they're nervous, or can I do this? You know? But once you finally come out and pull the trigger for the first time, do you stop?
No?
What do you want to do after you pull the first trigger?
For a second time.
Yeah, for a
You
second
want
time.
more?
Yeah.
Why?
It's my tier, my target.
And it's fun.
Not fun.
Well, you guys had fun.
You get it.
Yeah, it's not fun like, I'm on a
Give
ride.
you a control.
Right.
Give you a feeling of control.
Exactly. You want more. We call that bloodlust. We want more of it. I remember the first time I shot a gun at somebody. I remember pulling out the gun and thinking to myself, I'm probably going to get in trouble for doing this. This is probably, this probably is going to finish my career, but I know I have to do it, and I'm hesitating. Everyone hesitates at the very first moment. I mean, it probably, if you were to watch me, you would never know. But in my mind, I didn't want to shoot, right? Because a normal person does not want to shoot at another person. A normal person does not want to stab somebody. Now, if you have to, you have to, and eventually you will, if your life is in danger. But once I pulled that first trigger, I remember thinking to myself, got nothing to lose now, all the way. And I didn't stop. I did what I had to do. So, same thing with the terrorist. He may have this is his first attack, but once he finally pulls that first trigger, he's crossed the line and nothing is going to stop him. Because now he is, it's something that is exciting. It's something he feels he's in control. And plus, when he knows that he has to defend himself against the police, now he also has to, his own instincts. All right. So, now what about the people who hid behind an object, like the box or the wall? How many of you had that job, to hide behind something? How many of you survived when you hid behind something? Most of the time, right? Why do people who hide during a shooting, most of them do survive? Why?
Tunnel vision.
The terrorists have a tunnel vision and he can see.
Exactly. If I don't see you, I don't shoot you. Why should I worry about looking behind things when I see people running everywhere? I don't have that kind of time. Now, if everybody's dead or on the ground like in the grenade attack, well, now he's looking for targets and he will look behind something for extra targets. But most of the time, just by hiding, you can survive, right? And that's why I knew most people would survive just from there. But, they're closer than some of the people that got shot over there. But a little bit of hiding is good. Okay, what else? You attacked, I told him to attack anyone who came here. Did it work?
No, because he came just behind the corner and pointed at me.
Okay, now, you were the one that saw him. What happened when you came around the corner?
I don't know. I can't remember shooting him.
You don't?
I came in and
he opened at the corner, he came like this.
And he shot you?
Yes.
Where?
I stood here, close like this.
Okay. But you don't remember him specifically?
No.
Wow, see, but that's the way adrenaline is, that's the way excitement is. Now, this is not even real life. This is just, scenarios. But it's close to real life, right? The dynamics are going to be the same. So, back to the beginning. I'm going to point to a couple of you, ask you a question. Give me one suggestion, if you were teaching someone new, what's one suggestion to survive an attack like this? What would you tell somebody? How do you survive an attack like this?
Ich würde ein Hindernis suchen und sofort auf den Boden.
Searching for an obstacle or lying to the ground.
Okay, so that's one. What would you do to survive?
Do not go into big groups.
Good. Don't
Stay
go into
alone.
big groups. What would you do to survive?
Lay on the ground.
Play dead, right? If you are in a big group. Okay? And one more thing.
Don't stay at the main entrance.
Yeah. Don't be where you think a terrorist is going to come through. Main entrance. What about if you're in a foreign country visiting the German consulate or German embassy because you have a problem with your passport? Do you want to be near that entrance? No, if terrorists come in, that's where they're going to get you. And when I go to like the American embassy, I'm all in the next 12 hours, 2,000 euro, we're going to kill him. All right? Now, can a tourist get 2,000 euros?
No.
ATM, yeah, or bank, right? It doesn't, and most people have 2,000, especially vacation, right? They have some money or they wouldn't be on vacation, right? But they don't ask for $2 million or 2 million euros because you don't have that kind of money. Most people don't have it. Oh yeah, I'll wire it to you from my Swiss account. Yeah, no problem. So they ask for a small money because they know they can get it. And people will pay it. And of course they say, if you call the police, he's dead. And that's why most of it's never reported. Because for 2,000 euro, okay, I can get it, and I'm going to try to I would pay it. I mean, if they had a friend of mine or a family member, I would pay the money. And okay, it's not that much. I'm not going to, it's not going to hurt that much. But I can do it. So, how do these people kidnap? So we're going to give a demonstration. I'll give this to Tobias. And here, eye protection. I want you over
Gotcha.
here. You're, you better stay out of this. You're an X-Man. You're over there. And you are going to be over there. Okay, we're going to do this slow so I can show you. And then we'll start making it more normal. Okay, you come over. You guys go to the wall. You two. And you are right here. Okay. Now, people who do kidnappings, they don't follow you around the city. They wait until you come into their area. So it's usually a crime of opportunity. Now, sometimes they do follow you around. If it's a political situation, yeah, they might follow you because they want you. But sometimes, like for tourists, they just wait until they see the right person, and then they're ready. It's an ambush. So he's a tourist walking in Mexico City, and you're just enjoying yourself. And now this man in the gray is approaching you. You don't know who he is. And you're going to ask him questions like, hey, I'm lost.
Hey, ich weiß gar nicht, wo ich bin. Aber ich bin Tourist.
Okay, now good. Now, he's what we call a distraction. He's just talking. He looks friendly. Nothing, I'm not afraid of him. Now, he does not know, but two men are moving up behind. They're part of the team, right? Now, he's over there waiting for the moment. Stop. Now, as he sees them getting closer, he knows right when to, so he might go like this. As soon as he sees, okay, well, thank you. Boom, right in the face. Now, as soon as he hits, I immediately put my arm under his arm and I grab him. But for safety, we're going to put our hand here to hold him. You are going to quickly, as soon as you see the hit, you're going to go here and hold. Now, normally they don't care if you break your shoulder, but here we hold them so we don't. Now, you will come and put your shoulder into his back, grab him above the knees, pick him up. Now he's suspended. So let's try this slow. You're here. You pretend you hit him. Boom. Now you come, hold his shoulder, lift him up. Now stop. Now of course a vehicle is coming because they see it. You start coming as they're going. You come towards me. You're going to the vehicle. You have a hypodermic needle. And now we give him a knockout. we make him go unconscious. Right? Or we have some sort of chemical and we put it on his face and he passes out. Okay, so let's try this again, slow. Everyone back into position. And you go over there and you start walking towards him. Now, we're going to go half speed. Half speed means, right? No faster than that, because we want to, we have to have a little practice. Okay, go. You guys wait for a
Kannst du
second.
mir aber sagen, wo ich bin?
Okay, good. Did you get it? Yes. Okay, one more time. But you have to give them a little more chance. Right? Give them a little more time. You're like, okay, have to. They're like, okay. Okay, go. Talk for a moment.
Kann mir jemand sagen, wo ich bin gerade?
Good. Okay, now, without hurting him, let's do it normal speed, like normal, okay? And you need to watch, because so we're talking, hey, how you doing? Are you a tourist? Now, once I see them get close, and I know the good distance, right? Like you guys walk, this is good, right from here. Because now they're here, now we do it. Okay, let's try one more time, full speed. This is normal now.
Ey, Mann, na, wie geht's dir? Geht's dir gut?
Ja, sehr gut.
Ja?
Go, 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 full speed. That's it, good. Now.
Hey,
I'm sorry, I don't speak up. That's it. Now. Okay, I'll go slow. First of all, most people, what do they do when someone's asking them a question? They stop and they talk. Well, this is too late now because I can't see what's happening behind me and I'm done. So go back. So, whenever someone on the street, I don't know who they are, I start moving off to the side. Yeah, like I'm in a hurry. Yeah, now I see something's wrong here. I see it in their eyes and I'm like, I'm done. Bye. That's how you're going to avoid it. Now watch. You guys go back. Now, police officer. I pulled him over. I'm going to write him a ticket for speeding. A police officer doesn't put his back to the traffic. What does he do? This is where I'm going to write my ticket. I want to see traffic. I want to see other people. I want a car behind me or a building or a field. Something that no one... And this is me watching both. So I'm taking a police trick and we're applying it to kidnapping. So now I would, if someone comes up to me and they look normal, I probably would talk to them. But I'm going to remember this situation and I could talk to them from here. Yeah, how can I help you? What's going on? And then when I see problems, at least I see it and I have reaction time. So I do this all the time. I have people out here sometimes ask me questions, and automatically I just start moving and looking what's behind me and looking over here. They don't notice because they think I'm just trying to be in a hurry. But if you don't practice this, you're not going to be ready. So next time someone comes up, ask you questions, just move to the side. Okay, if I don't see anything, yeah, I'll talk to them. Yeah, you need to go that way, turn. Now, let's say he had, well, you come ask me for the time.
What time?
It is, do I want to look at my clock, my watch?
No.
No. How do you look? Yeah, the time is, and you give the time like this. Or, he asked me for directions
Where's the direction
to the bus now. What does everyone do when they give directions? It's over there. Like looking at it helps them get there better, right? Do you need to look at it? No. So I would say the bus stop is over there, go down, and you keep your eyes on it, right? Because it could be a trick. Most of the time, no, but it could be a trick now. So try to start breaking old habits, because everybody looks down, everybody looks in the, and some people are worse. Sometimes when I'm lost, I ask directions, and people will actually put their back to me. Yeah, you go that way, you know, and they're like, no security at all. Lucky I'm not a bad guy. Okay.
So what's the situation when you, okay, like you said, you tourist in Egypt, but there's some bad guys want to kidnap you, but you with your girlfriend or you with your wife.
Yeah, you may have to grab them and run. You may have to say, let's go, let's go, let's go. And most people, when they see fear in your face, they go with you. You know, I would. If someone started running and saying, go, go, they're coming. Okay, okay. You know?
Maybe a trick.
Yeah, so you never know. But again, that's why we got to train people. Now, that's a good question. Let's say you have your wife with you or girlfriend, and two men come up and start talking with you, but maybe your wife or girlfriend doesn't realize there's a problem. She doesn't see what you see, but you know, you maybe saw a weapon or something. How do you tell your person you're with, oh, by the way, I think these guys are going to attack us? Huh?
Shielding.
Shielding.
Shield her first.
Okay, but then the bad guys know I'm ready for action.
A code word?
Code word. So, you need to have a code word that is used in a time of an emergency. Now, for me and my wife, we do have a code word. And the code word has to be something that blends into conversation nicely. You can't just suddenly come up with a word that's, out of the blue and, the Milky Way galaxy, you have to have something that's reasonable. So, for me, when I give the code word, then when I'm in an open area, my code word for my wife is to run away from me the moment I start action, right? The moment I start fighting, get away. I will take care of myself. You just go. Or, let's say we're on an airplane. There is no escape. Nobody's getting out of here. Then, if I give the code word, once I start going into action, help me out. Jump in, do the best you can. So, same thing for children. Let's say you have a son or daughter. And, of course, you have to practice from time to time. And you give them a code word. Uh-oh, they know there's danger. Once you start going, they go and hide. Or they go and try to get help. Or they run, because if they stay with you, you're going to be distracted. And you have to make it a game. For small kids, you have to make it a game. And say, go hide. Who saw that? Well, they probably changed the movie, the name of it. But who saw that movie, A Beautiful Life?
Yeah.
I don't know what the German title was, but it was about a man. Okay, he was taken captive by the Nazis, and he hid his son, and he ends up in a concentration camp. But but he made it like a game for his son, and his son loved playing the game. Hide when the Nazis come into the room, right? And it helped him survive. And because you can't tell a child about the realities of life because they don't understand. But if you make it a game, okay, I know how to hide. Same thing if someone kicks open your front door and comes in. They need to quickly roll and get under the bed, right? That's what you teach children. Roll to the floor, get under the bed in case of somebody breaking into the house. Because some children are left alone, right? Sometimes parents have no choice. They have to go to work and there's nobody to watch them. All right. So, with your three-man team, you only need to, so 1, 2, 3. One person is following you, one person is trying to distract you, and you quickly, yeah, how can I help you? And once you see the problem, take a few steps away. Okay, go. Now, these are not the most professional criminals in the world, but with a little practice, how long does it take to learn this? Right? Now, if we do 10 of these a week, and we're getting 2,000 euro, we're doing okay for the little team, right? That's why it's not organized crime, it's just a little team, and say, hey,
It's the way to live.
yeah, good way to live, you know? We can live pretty good, each of us getting 2, 3, 4,000 euros a piece, that's no problem. And it's easy, because the police are never called. All right. And if you don't get paid, they will go to the next step, cut off a part of the body and send it, right? And they are serious. A lot of people do get killed.
What can he do to avoid this?
That's the best question of the day, right? Okay, so I will be the victim. And you guys will do this for real. You will do it like, full speed, but I'll show you what you need to do. So you're back here. Snap. What's that sound?
It's moving the air.
Yeah, that's it. The bullet is going at supersonic speed, right? A rifle bullet. So when it passed us, it went through his head and into the wall, it breaks the sound barrier. It makes a cracking sound. Then his head would make a sound too, right? Crack, right? But even if the bullet missed us, you would still hear the crack. It's very loud, and when it's very close. Then if you listen carefully, you're not going to listen carefully because you'll be so afraid, but if you listen carefully, you would, a few seconds later, hear bang. So, the noise is the bullet, crack, and then later, if you listen, bang. All right. First of all, I look at my partner, him, and I said, well, that's not normal. Some head exploding in front of me. And I say, I better hide myself, right? So, I hide myself behind this tree, and I said, where did that come from? Am I in a good position right now from the sniper?
No.
Look at the blood.
Because he's from this direction.
Why?
Because I see the points on the...
Exactly. So, I have to look at his, unfortunately for my friend, I look at his blood, and I see which way I think the bullet came from. If you take a balloon filled with water, right? And if I was standing here and I threw the balloon, the water would be, most of it would be here, right? And then it would go if I was standing here. Okay, so you've thrown them before and it goes less. So, obviously, most of it was here, the direction is here, so somewhere over there is the sniper. Now maybe the bullet hit the ground before, I don't know, or he was really low, but he's definitely over there. So, what should I do? Yeah, this is better, because he's over there somewhere shooting. All right, let's say this is a wall, brick wall, and a bullet hits and makes a perfect hole. Where's the sniper?
6
Position, and they don't even know I'm there. So, you're not going to find a professional sniper. You just will not. However, there's one thing that will always give a sniper's position away. What's the one thing that can give a sniper position away?
Fire from the gun.
Fire from the gun, light, sound, and movement. Now, you remember when I was making you do the sniper crawl? What did I tell you about the ankles? Keep them down. From 200 meters away, you can see someone's ankle move. What? Why is that bush moving? So bushes don't normally move that much. So that's why you think it's not important, but that little ankle can give you away. Also, I have my rifle, but I forgot to take off my watch. And a light reflects off of it. Or
So use black watches.
Huh?
Use black watches, cover
Well, they
words.
have covers on them, right? And or you throw something over your head and take a look. All right. So just remember, a professional sniper you will not be able to see, but he's not invisible, and you might see a little movement. Also, you might hear a shot, and for a moment, you see a little bit of dirt, dust, come up into the air. Only for a moment, like half a second. Why is the dust in the air?
It's from the
gas.
From the gas. It pushed on the ground and push it up. So if you see a little puff, poof, you say, oh, sniper. Okay. And can a sniper hide here by the car?
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, so look everywhere. Now, let's say I'm here. Sniper's over there. My tree or my car is here. How long do I look? How long do I stick my head out to see where the sniper is?
less than a second.
Okay, less than a second, because we said it takes a second to hit a stationary target. But actually, the truth is, if he's looking in his scope, you have 3 seconds.
To make it good vision, right?
Yeah. Now, if he knows where you are and you keep sticking your head out from the same place, he's going to wait for you. But if he doesn't know I'm here, I stick my head out, it will take him 3 seconds to find and shoot me. 3 seconds is still good, right? So remember that. 3 seconds, you can look. Don't go exactly to 3 seconds. 2.5 seconds is
is to
good.
make sharp the vision, and because they calculate also the winds, something like this.
Exactly.
Atman.
So, yeah, so, and of course, when I do sniper training, my world is this big. And if someone's moving, it takes me a moment to look out, oh, okay, and then I get back on. So that's why in military and police, they have what they call scout sniper team. They always have these men in two. One man's job is to look for the target, and the other one is to get on the target. Because doing it by yourself is very difficult. However, most criminal snipers are by themselves. So that's why you might have a little more time than with professional. Okay. What else about sniper?
How to escape from them?
That's what we're going to do next. Because I will be sniping at you. No, where's Tobias? He loves sniping at you. Well, he's not here right now. But we will snipe at you. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say. You see these holes here?
Yeah.
You see one like that. Where is he? It's what we call a skip round. It's skipping on the wall. And how far do I need to be off this wall? You need to be 1 complete meter off this wall. Because that's how far it can go off this wall. So stay 1 meter from the wall if you see something like that. Because if you stay here, it's going to skip and then hit you somewhere here. All right? One of my friends was in Somalia, and here's a wall, a big wall, and here's a wall. And my friend is over here, the Somalian kept coming out with his AK-47 all the time. But he was always too late to shoot him. Every 45 minutes he would come out and shoot, but then hide. So finally, my friend, Julio Garcia, he got tired of this guy and says, okay, I'm not going to try to get him anymore. I'm just going to aim for the wall and wait for him. So all of a sudden, one day, the next day he pops his head out, he fires at the wall as he goes back, and it's quiet for hours. So they decide, let's send a jeep over there. Let's go over there and see what happened. They get there, they see a man's ear with lots of blood going off. His friends dragged him away. So that's exactly how he did it. The gunman had shot, came back for security, and he hit the wall and it caught him in the head. So that's called a skip round. Now, here's why I teach you the skip round, because now here's a street, here's a car. and you're hiding behind the car. There's your feet.
Behind the wheels, yes.
Yeah. Never stand there because
You can get
they can hit you underneath the car.
But you can see many police officers doing this like this.
They have no sniper training.
In Hollywood, they are behind the
They
door.
hide also behind the doors.
Yeah, the doors are nothing. You might as well be hiding behind a sheet of paper
Yes.
because doors are not going to stop bullets. So, here's the front of the car. Where's the best place to hide behind a car?
behind the wheels.
Engine.
Behind the engine.
45er Macken.
Is there anything back here to stop bullets?
No.
No. They'll go one
Gas
side,
tank.
out the other. But here's the engine, here's the wheel. That's your best place to hide behind the vehicle when someone's shooting. Okay, if I had to and I was trapped, I would stay behind here. But anywhere else is going to be a problem.
So a car,
Hinterm
a
Vorderreifen,
car
weil da der
cannot
Motorblock ist.
stop 7.6.
Hinterm Vorderreifen, weil da der Motorblock ist.
This is what it's like to a 7.6 going through this paper.
So what's gonna happen when a sniper with M99?
You're going to be dead. But however, a rifle from a 7.62 will not go through an engine and it will not go through the wheels. So that's why you're going to do. Now, if you're dealing with someone with a 50 caliber rifle, it's going to go through the engine block. But not too many terrorists are running around with 50 caliber rifles. Okay, so just remember that.
Beretta.
Beretta.
Yeah. And
Okay. Okay, ready for the next part?
Yeah.
I think we
Yes.
need some action. We're getting a little tired on it. Let's go outside.
Hurricane M on you.
Exactly. So if you're running across and you don't have the ability to get to the other side, you better drop on the ground and get back up or crawl the rest of the way before he has a chance to hit you. So if all of a sudden I see him, whoop, there he is, 1, 2, and just as I am about, you drop, now it's going to take him how much longer to get back on the new target?
2 seconds.
another.
2 or 3 seconds. So
Yeah.
you bought you a little more time. So now, if a sniper is behind you, how do we run? Zigzag, all right? But if a sniper is perpendicular and you're running this way, is it good to zigzag?
No.
No, it does nothing. It slows you down. Okay? Now, we're pretending that the sniper is over there shooting in this direction. And he's running this way. But fortunately for us, there's grass about this high. So every time he goes down, they lose him. Now, I'm going to give you a simple way to remember 3 seconds instead of counting. Because sometimes people count too fast or too slow. So, I'm going to let you listen to me as I do this, okay? So I'm on the ground. I'm up. He sees me, I'm down. Boom. Same spot, right? So I talk to myself through the process. I said to myself, I'm up, he sees me, I'm down. Okay, how do we say this in German?
Aufstehen, sieht mich, hinlegen.
Is that right?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. So we're going to say it together. You guys are going to say it in German. When I say go, you're going to say I'm up, he sees me, I'm down, but in German. Okay, again.
We can take it shorter. Auf, for up.
No, you don't want to take it shorter.
Let's say in English because there are so many translations here. Everybody says something. Let's say in English.
This is for some reason, this group doesn't have this down. My last group, they said it perfectly. But then again, it could be translation. So let's try English then. Go.
I'm up. He sees me. I'm down.
Okay, one more time.
I'm up. He sees me. I'm down.
Yeah, you are much better at English. I don't know why. Okay. Okay, even the Chinese are better at that than you guys. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do three people at a time. And just for me, I want to hear you say, I'm up, he sees me, I'm down. Then I want you all to go down when you say, I'm down. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. On your, this time we're getting on our stomachs. Ready? And don't forget to say it loud. Go! Right? Very close together. Not too much. All right. Next three. 1, 2, 3.
我现在满脑子都是陶喆的音乐。
Go down. Go down. Elbow. Elbow. Forget your elbow. I forgot about the elbow. Okay. Get ready. Go. What did he do to himself?
Oh.
Good thing we're at the end of the class, coming to the end, right?
Was it so long or?
No, you're fine. I have no problem. What happened? Pull muscle? Okay. He's okay. Next three. 3 more.
Nein, nein. Fertig?
Ready? Go!
Darfst du just nehmen das?
Next three.
Kannst du hier für mich?
Ready?
Was muss ich machen? Du musst just
Go!
take it. Fotografieren. Ist schon...
Es ist schon an.
Ja, ist schon...
Next three. Go! Okay. Boy, you guys are dangerous. Okay. 3 more. 3 more.
Oh, da ist noch einer durchgelaufen. Aber
Ja, danke.
Go. Go. Ooh, ricochet. I hit the top of the box. Did you already gone? Yes. Okay.
Put it
Next.
down.
Go.
But you this one.
Okay, who's next? Go.
Ich glaube auch nicht, ich weiß es nicht. Einer muss wieder...
He tried a lot, didn't he? Okay, next. That's it?
Everybody was thinking von der Mitbildung auf dem Hip. Ja? Ist mir
Oh, what's wrong? No. Yeah, you lose too much. Yeah. You have? I wanted to check if you had it. 1 second. Hold on a second. We're changing guns.
Ja.
Oh, der Marsch. Danke. Bitte. Go.
Ja.
Einige Sekunden.
I think I got him a second time.